Oh, hell yes. Oh, wow.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom.
Okay, straight to the point.
Don't get in my way.
I've got a good feeling about her.
Me too.
So, what's the plan exactly?
We need to lure the Vincimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vincimer.
Yeah. Blue with a yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Would you look at that?
We're not fighting her. Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Okay.
On Tom ahead. Be ready. They go hard. Watch yourself. They have Gatlock cannons.
Yeah, no shit.
Eat shit. This is not your land.
Let me get up there. There we go.
Come on. You're not bigger than me.
We need to close in.
So, you've got no problem fighting other Qunari?
I'm from Ravain. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes?
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antom don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
Then why are we calling them on
Why is a
Tom?
dragon hunter interested in our job?
I'm not.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
Oh, okay. Why are we calling them the Anton then if they're like basically tell the shop at this point?
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game. Usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, then the Lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't.
Somebody should have told the Inquisitor all that stuff. Did I just go around in a circle? I think I did. Whoopsie. Back across this edge. Okay, I guess we go around this corner. Yes.
All right. Beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
What does that mean?
Bait? Look out!
Oh,
Knew they'd find us.
The creatures are...
Quite a few of them.
Dragons have big stomachs.
That one is going to be trouble.
That's their pack leader. Take her down.
Nice work!
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner. Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So, we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay.
I praise.
So, what do y'all do?
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However, it's happening. The gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them.
Yeah, us.
There you go. Atas Kari.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
That was fast. She answers a horn?
This time.
You've done this before.
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you've got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
I really like how much respect Tosh seems to have for dragons. Like, that's a really cool and unexpected touch for a dragon hunter. I'm here for it, like, just to be clear. It almost sounds a little bit like Nidimuluk.
Vincimers are clumsy on land, better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife.
They swim?
They dive down after prey like a giant bird.
that's
Sometimes they
cool.
stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Tosh, keep talking about dragons.
Maker.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Why build all this and leave?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn stopped coming.
Alright, I gotta admit, I'm not a fan of this location. It's way too maze-like for my tastes.
The Antam are definitely here.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing. Shit. More on Tom. Nice! Quick here! Come on! Let's keep looking.
So the Antam took over the outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it?
Yeah. Bravain and the Canary were at peace forever. Then the Antam broke away from the Qun and invaded. But Canary builders are part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Antam take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
Your instructions are unchanged. Use the nets to bring the dragon from the sky and the grapples to tie it down. Do this and win glory for the Antam. Why are they after the
Grapples,
dragon?
nets. The Antam are going after the Vincimer.
Why?
She's more than a match for the Antam.
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching. They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
Why are they doing this? I think that's a fair question to ask. is this? Okay, nothing I can handle right now. Must be a Tosh thing. I haven't unlocked Tosh's special ability yet.
Come on!
God, I love that ability. Oh my god, more music that's actually decent. There's a chest somewhere. Must be up high. Oh no, I see it. I can't get to it though, never mind.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey! I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benarie Bala! Atash Martarost! Asitarala! Kyuto!
Yunasipisidam.
Holy shit! Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, I guess Tosh does follow the Qun? I thought... Okay. I'm a little unclear on that. Maybe we'll find out more. I like that, we keep getting to hear the line, like, you don't get to tell me who I am. That's a nice sentiment.
So,
That it?
you breathed fire.
Yeah?
Interesting trick. Alchemy? Magic?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
Dragons are supposed to be smart. Is she going to know we helped her?
No, she's gonna be pissed. Might just fly off, or we might have to run.
Fortunately, as a crow, I am accustomed to people being unhappy after I pay them a visit.
Huh.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Ooh.
Wonderfully done, Tash. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
Oh man, I saw Isabella's outfit ahead of time, and I still just have to say, what the absolute fuck were they thinking? Why couldn't they just have ported her outfit from Inquisition multiplayer? It was fine. They did it for her hat.
If it puts a smile on your face, that's good enough for me.
Oh, it does.
Thank you for all your efforts. This is just as I had hoped.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Qunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh.
Evatosh.
You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Oh, so holy shit. So they didn't even tell Tosh? What?
Wait, were you not aware of this? Our contact here said you'd agree to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam.
Some communication
I will
issues
prepare
there.
potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
She strong-armed you onto the team just like that, huh?
Looks like.
Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
Me too. Would have sucked to know that Tosh, was against, the whole idea, and their mother just was like, hey, you're doing this regardless of your own feelings. Even worse than already was.
The Antam hate magic. They always talk about how much better Qunari are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites.
Yeah, it doesn't make
It
fucking
explains
sense.
why they pushed so hard into Ravane.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
They want a war? We'll damn well give them one.
You need an army to fight a war, though. They've got two. The Venatori and Antam wasted no time allying themselves with the gods. Power at any cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
I might be back in the Crow's good books after we save Treviso.
You impressed Veilguard. That is quite a challenge on its own.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathis.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking blight than wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. Or the closest damn thing to them.
Oh, that's
Nev,
an interesting change in
you're back.
perspective from Nev.
Yeah, I am.
I remember when Nev was first introduced, Nev was like, hey, these aren't really gods, are they? Now she's like, yeah, they are. Okay.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tash, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed. Right. Not everyone has met.
So you're a dragon hunter? Mirathus could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back, though, right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
Good to have you back. Whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what happened to Minrathus, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Nice.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
If I don't make the tough decisions, no one else will. So I live with the consequences.
And you don't blame anyone else for them. That's why I recruited you. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good
Holy
work,
shit,
Rook.
Varric.
You'll
Getting
find your
enough
way
rest,
through this.
Are you?
I
I think
know it.
Varric's the only one in this lighthouse getting any sleep.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
Ooh.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What would he do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Interesting.
Who are you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Ravane thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
Yeah, Ludric and his ego.
You ever met Ludric?
Well...
Because he's been dead 300 years, living off the legend of one fluke arrow.
Oh. I just wanted to make you feel better.
Whoops.
My reward is showing these idiots how it's done.
Sounds like a fun read. I'm in.
You have to buy it first.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw.
Oh dear.
And I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. You'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Oh my god!
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
Why the fuck is my Llewellyn hanging out with Morrigan, though?
Andaran Atishan.
Anathara. I wish we could be meeting without our gods threatening to blight the world.
A blight that spreads wider with each passing heartbeat.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Leliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without
Bullshit.
Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition, but I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
Wait, what?
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
I need more information.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valrorio and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already, if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marchers have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma...
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I'm kind of speechless right now. What the absolute fuck?
If the south is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet her.
I've been having some trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength.
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
Oh!
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning.
Yeah, fair.
He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
Solus was important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think... I hope... it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Well, that wasn't quite as bad as I feared, but it wasn't quite as good as I hoped either. Like, there's no goddamn way my Inquisitor would consider Cullen and Morgan to be friends.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Feel free to use the ancient elven artifacts for weight training, but nothing leaves with you, okay?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
As a crow, I'm not the moral authority here, but if some lords don't think like you...
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
Well, what about the elven stuff you were just talking about, babe?
So your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is. How much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The lords send that stuff back to the Kunari in Parvalin. They pay the lords a finder's fee.
Just a finder's fee?
Yep.
But the lords at the top could be charging anything for these artifacts and you wouldn't know.
I know what happened to the last lord who blooded contact. That's enough. The lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Kunari history. The lords gave her work.
How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
Can we circle back to the Armada comment? Because as far as I remember from Dragon Age 2, and someone correct me if I'm wrong here, but didn't the Armada deal with, like, slavery? So, what the fuck?
We should do this again. Grab a drink. Share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when.
Why am I in these ruins? Don't the Lords of Fortune have a location that I can travel to? I was really hoping we'd get to see more of Ravane, to be honest. Is it just these ruins?
Hey.
Hey.
Some for you. Some for you. Hey. Don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Untarm called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather.
Ooh.
A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks the Dari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
Since when? They literally hunt
You little
down
guys hungry?
Tel'Vashah.
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them.
I like this side of Tosh.
What the crap is that?
The Antar must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vashvatari! Come on. These banners need to burn.
Ah, now we can use this.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Yeah.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An untimed supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. Let's see if it burns.
Oh, it burns.
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melts some metals, not all.
How would you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh, it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. He's a friend.
A friend? All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Yeah, it's raining right now. I can see the drops.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
Yeah, I remember the comics in Ventus.
I'm sorry the Antam did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatosh.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
So, the Dragon Hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Ravani, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
Yes.
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing. Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. You know what I meant.
She always did like the grumpy ones. In truth, Evatosh's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evatosh. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
Okay, finally I have the chance to say this. I didn't want to interrupt what was going on because I want to talk just for a real quick second about what is going on. And I got spoiled that later on, Tosh, like, with Tasha's storyline, you have to make them choose between Kunari and Ravani. And I like where this could have gone from what we're seeing currently. The idea of, like, a non-binary character being forced into a binary culture is so fucking stupid. Because, like, why are you saying that gender is exclusively multi-dimensional? That is not how it works. Like, I'm speaking of someone who comes from a multicultural background, and I've spoken to other people of multicultural backgrounds, and everybody I've spoken to is like, what the absolute fuck was Weeks thinking? So for right now, I'm happy with this, and I only wish that it would have stayed this way. But I know what's in store, and I'm not looking forward to it.
She's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah. It was.